It's been a minute, and I know what you guys are gonna say.
Brandon, where the fuck have you been? It's been 3 months since your last fucking upload, and you need your fucking upload now because your videos are fucking cool. My videos are shit, to be honest.
But I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded. You don't fucking have to, just don't. And that's due to lack of fucking. I'm just fucking lazy. I don't have gameplay, so hence the reason why you're watching gameplay from my YouTubers advertisers in a nutshell video. And yeah, YouTube kind of got boring to me. But it's been a minute since I've told a story on this channel, and I kind of wanted to do that. It's been about 3 months. So I kind of wanted to do that. In this story, like, I got this idea from Luna, which you guys should go check his videos out. They're really cool and they're really funny. But it was a story about a dickhead bus driver that really just like singled him out and pretty much bullied him, he said. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell the story about that today or tonight or this evening or this afternoon or whenever the fuck you're watching this. I'll just get into it. In sixth grade, all through school actually, I had all girl teachers, and honestly I thought girl teachers were the worst because, like, I was like, they're fucking rude, they hate me. And in sixth grade, it was proven to me that it's not just girl teachers that hate me, but it's all teachers that fucking hate my guts. So yeah, that's what I realized in the sixth grade, and that was due to the fact that actually what happened every single day. Okay, here's the thing: a lot of people won't believe this, but I actually loved school. And I loved going to school for the wrong reasons, of course. I loved going to school because I got to see my friends every day and hang out with them every single fucking day. And it was really fun to see my friends because I love, hanging out with my friends and shit, and, just goofing around, So, I loved going to school for that reason. That, and I liked a couple of subjects in school. I'm a bit of a fucking science nerd, so yeah, your boy Brendan's a fucking not only is he a pussy boy, but he's also a giant science nerd. Getting off track. So yeah, I loved going to school, but I hated going to this specific school. I'm not gonna say the school, and for just for regular purposes, I'm gonna change the name of the teacher, and we're gonna call this teacher Dickhead McGee. So Dickhead McGee loved fucking with me every single day, and I'm not talking in a good way. I mean, I didn't get a good rough butt fucking from him, and that definitely didn't happen. Gee, I wish it did, but it didn't. So what happened was every single day the class would be talking, right? And I'm sure a lot of people know where I'm going with this because teachers do this to literally everyone that they single out. The class will be talking, and they'd be talking and talking and talking, right? And I thought, okay, so since the class is talking, I can talk too, right? And I'd start talking, and he'd look at me and he'd go, Brendan, why are you talking? And I'd be like, aren't you looking around? Literally everyone around us is talking. He'd be like, oh, you always have an excuse. And I'd be like, excuse? Look around you. The table behind me, which you have a clear vision of, is talking. Everyone at that table, and you haven't told a single one of them to shut the fuck up, but you're telling me to. So, that's mainly, like, a lot of people ask when I tell them I'm homeschooled. A lot of people ask, why are you homeschooled? And that's the fucking reason, because I'm always singled out and I was tired of that shit. So I decided, let's not deal with teachers anymore. Let's just do our own thing and let's get into homeschooling. And my parents put me into homeschooling, and I love my parents for that. But guess what? Now I want to go back to fucking public school because homeschooling is boring and lonely, and I'm sad and depressed every day because of it. And another thing this teacher loved doing was telling me you can do it, which isn't a bad thing, but when it comes to me, I'm a stupid fuck, okay? I can't do anything on my own when it comes to schoolwork, especially the main fucking subject that we would always do for hours on end more than anything in class. And okay, so when I was in sixth grade, I was in an elementary school because this a certain elementary school that I was going to was kinder to sixth grade, and then in seventh grade, yeah, which I'm not used to because the schools usually where I live, which is somewhere in Washington State, uh, usually they go from preschool to fifth grade, and you go from preschool to fifth grade in one school, and then sixth grade, seventh grade, and eighth grade in middle school, right? And I was planning on doing that because that's like I was in the district, I was in this certain district that did that for years, since second grade to fifth grade. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to middle school in this district, right? Wrong. My fucking parents thought it was a great idea to move, which isn't a problem because I love moving. I didn't want to stay at the fucking apartment that we were living in. We were living in a studio, so you know how that goes with five people. But yeah, so we moved, and apparently we were quote unquote out of district, which I know my parents didn't want me to go to that school because they knew I would get into a lot of trouble there. So they pulled me out of that school, and they put me in this school, which put me in Mr. Dickhead McGee's class. So, so, you know, the thing that he loved doing was you can do it, and I love it when someone tells me that because it makes me feel better, and it makes me uh 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 fuck, I can't think of a word, but it makes me believe in myself is what I'm trying to say. It makes me believe that I can do it, actually can do it. But usually it helps when they help me first. But literally I would call him over to help me with my schoolwork, and he'd look at it and he'd be like, "You can do it, Brendan." And I'd be like, "Bruh, I my brain can't function this much fucking stupidness, okay? Yeah, please help me." And then he'd be like, nah, no, 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 you can do it. I believe in you. And I'd be like, okay, let me just try this shit, okay? And then he'd go to the next person and literally help them with their schoolwork. And I would be so angry and pissed off. And, it really made me fucking mad. So what I would do was I would just sit and I would look at the paper until he came over and helped me for like 2 minutes and told me the answers to most of the shit. And then he'd tell me the answers, and then I would finally do the rest of my work, which was just random ass answers that I wrote down. And of course, I'd pass because I knew most of the fucking things. Jesus Christ. I knew most of the fucking things because he told me what they fucking were. And yeah, so that's the reason I'm homeschooled, because Dickhead McGee, he wanted to single me out and do a bunch of shit. And that's another thing. When we were in line, like when we would, because we would have what's called resources, which was no, it was cohorts. So cohorts are PE, library, and music. And of course, I love fucking PE, but I loved PE. I didn't love fucking in PE. I never did that. So yeah, you can fuck off with your dirty minded jokes. But every time we were in line, everyone would be talking like in class, and then I'd start talking to my friends, which are behind me, and everyone would be standing side by side, but I'd be like behind my friend or in front of my friend, and I'd look back sometimes, and I'd be like, oh yeah, da 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 da, or like I'd be behind my friends and I'd be talking to them, and Dickhead McGee would turn around and be like, shh, and he'd look straight at me, and then everyone would keep talking, and then I'd keep talking, and then he'd be like, Brendan, be quiet. And it pissed me off. I'd be like, what the fuck? Everyone else out here is talking, but you're not telling them to be quiet, and I'm the only one being told to be quiet. So yeah, I was pulled out of that school in about November, and my parents didn't want to pull me out, so they tried to make me go to school, and they kept telling me, oh, we'll pull you out, we'll pull you out. And it took them 2 months to pull me out, which kind of proves my point, to where like they were just trying to get me to stay in that school until the end of the year and then just go to the middle school out there, which I wasn't fucking doing. I hate this school district. I'm not going to say what it is, of course, for legal purposes and shit. But, so that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like. That would be perfectly enjoyed. I fucking love you. I will butt fuck you if you like and comment and subscribe and tap the bell notification. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined.